Yogis, welcome to your mats. Ali here. So excited that you're joining us on YouTube. This class will be a fairly short class, but getting all components of the body. So we'll be engaging muscles as well as stretching them. Today we're going to start in a comfortable, easy seat, Sukhasana, crisscross applesauce, or if you can take a half or full lotus, fantastic. If this doesn't suit your body physically, you can always come to sit on your shins. Just take a moment wherever you're at to settle in, to ground whatever is connected to the earth downward, all the while lifting the crown of your head up. There are no props needed for today's class, just yourself. Not even a mat is needed if you don't have, as long as you have a somewhat solid and soft spot for your knees. Take a deep inhale, lift your shoulders up towards your ears. And exhale, squeeze them together and down your back. Two more just like that. Inhale, lift the shoulders high. Exhale, release them down your back. Let this next breath be the most intentional yet. Really lift the shoulders, take up space in the belly. As you exhale, squeeze the shoulders together and down your back. Place one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly. We'll begin our practice with interrupted breathing, Viloma breath. This style will be a 3-part inhale and a forceful release. So to begin, let go of all the air in your lungs with an audible exhale. Inhale 1/3. Hold. Inhale 2/3. Hold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, let it out. Again, inhale 1/3. 2/3. All the way up. Let it out. Inhale 1/3. 2/3. Fill all the way up. Exhale, let it out. As you take that first third, let the belly expand. Second breath in, the ribs will expand. And the third part will lift the heart up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, keep the height of your spine, but let the air out. Release the breath. A couple more like this. Inhale, belly, ribs, heart. Let it go. Inhale, 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 release. Continue at your own pace here. And as you do take a few breaths here, I invite you to think of things that make you grateful, things you're grateful for. Notice that your mind probably didn't go to the materials, probably went to a person in your life, people, perhaps a place or an experience. Lean into that throughout our practice. If your mind starts to wander away from the four corners of your mat or your space, come back into the gratitude, the appreciation. It doesn't have to be anything grand or extravagant, just things that when you think of them, fill you up, make you feel lighter, bring a smile to your face. Final breath here, inhale, inhale, inhale. This time hold, sip in a little bit more air. Exhale, let it go. Keeping those things you're grateful for in the forefront of your mind. Inhale, arms reach overhead, fingertips to touch. As you exhale, place your right hand outside of your right hip, reach your left arm up and over, side body stretch. Inhale, press into the right hand, reach both arms overhead. As you exhale, open twist to the right. Take your right hand behind you, left hand comes to the right leg. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist a bit deeper. One more inhale. Exhale, twist. Look over the right shoulder. Inhale, come through center, arms overhead. Exhale, places left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. Side body stretch along the right intercostal muscles. Breathe in. Sink a little deeper, breathe out. As you inhale, press into the left hand, both arms reach overhead. Exhale, open twist to the left. Take your left hand behind you, right hand comes to the left thigh or knee. Sit up tall, breathe in. Twist and look over the left shoulder, breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come through center, both arms overhead. Exhale, hinge with the long spine, reach your fingertips forward, hold in this halfway space. Maybe this is where you stay today. Press both sit bones down, press your outer knees down. Maybe you crawl your fingertips a little bit more forward, stretching the back, and then let the head fall. Take a deep breath in. Crawl the fingertips a little bit more forward. As you exhale, sink a little bit deeper. One more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your hands planted, roll over your knees, tabletop pose, hands and knees. Spread the fingers well, stack the hips over the knees, the shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart for cow pose. Exhale, push the earth away. Two more like that. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, push the earth away. Last round here, make it the deepest, most intentional movement. Exhale. Find a neutral spine, breathe in. Tuck your belly to your spine, breathe out. Inhale, lift the right arm to the sky, twirl out the wrist. Exhale, threaded needle, crawl the right hand between the left wrist and knee, come onto the right temple. Reach your left fingertips either forward to the top of your space, or lift the left arm high, turn the thumb behind you, and take a half bind. The half bind would be imagining you're taking your left hand into your right front pocket. Wherever you're at, notice the space behind your right shoulder. As you breathe in, feel it expand. Softly let the breath out. One more full round of breath wherever you're at. And a full release. Slowly come out of any additional pieces you took. Place the left hand in front of your face. Inhale, press into the left hand, reach the right arm to the sky. Exhale, tabletop. Other side, inhale, left arm high, twirl out the wrist as you gaze up to the sky. Exhale, threaded needle, crawl the left hand between the right wrist and knee, come to the left temple. Same options as before. You can take the right arm forward to the top of your mat, or you can lift the right arm, turn the thumb away from you, and then take the forearm to your low back. Then wiggle your fingertips into that imaginary front pocket. Enjoy 2 full breaths here. Slowly come out of any additional pieces you may have added. Place the right hand in front of your face. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, tabletop pose. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees to hover. Press finger pads into the mat. Puff up the space between your shoulders. That's protraction of the shoulder, of the scapula. Then drop the knees down if they lifted any more than an inch. Feel the core, feel your quads, and just breathe. What are you grateful for? What is something or some things in your life that you are just so happy are there? Whether it's people, places, experiences, breathe in. Down dog as you breathe out. Maybe lengthening your stance a bit, wagging your tail. Bend into one knee and the next, walking out the dog.
Let your head be heavy. Gaze between your thighs or up towards your belly button. Energetically press the heels down, lift the toes. Deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale, let it out. Gaze back at your feet. Crawl your hands to the back of your mat.
When you arrive, inhale, halfway lift, hands to your thighs. Exhale, surrender and fold. 2 more like that. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, chest forward. As you exhale, hands go to your calves, slide them down to your ankles, release. Last one, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold.
Take a deep inhale. Hold a little deeper exhale. Release your hands if you were holding onto your ankles. Slowly rise up vertebra by vertebra. Let your head be the last thing that comes upright.
When you get there, inhale, shoulders high. Exhale, squeeze them together and down your back. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms overhead. Grab a hold of your left wrist, arc up and over to the right, side body stretch. Inhale through center. Exhale, open twist to the right. Same thing we did at the beginning of class, just standing now. Stabilize using your core. Hips are square to the front of your space. Inhale, both arms overhead. Grab the right wrist, arc up and over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, open twist to the left. Heel out the arms. Make sure that left hip stays in line with the right. If it shoots back, square it off. Use your core strength. Gaze back at your left thumb. Breathe in. Twist deeper. Breathe out. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, tee out your arms. Turn your thumbs down. Interlace your hands at your low back. Palms together. Inhale, puff up your chest. Knuckles down the back of your thighs. Exhale, surrender and fold. Put a bend in your knees as you go. Keep your hands interlaced. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Take your knuckles to the right, gaze to the left. Now take your left hip, sass it to the right like you're a dog wagging its tail. You should feel some release in the IT band, in the TFL. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, bend the left knee, knuckles to the left. Sass your hips to the left as you press your right big toe mound down. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold. Hands go behind your legs to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Look at the top of your mat. As you exhale, crawl to high plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Option to drop your knees or lower halfway down. Keep your elbows by your ribs. Come to the tops of your feet. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog.
Inhale the right leg to the sky.
Exhale, step the right foot between your hands. Pivot your left foot down, setting up for Virabhadrasana A, Warrior One. Come up with your hands on your hips in a straight back. Now, Warrior One stance is a little shorter than Warrior Two. Make sure that you can bend deeply into the front right knee. Stack the right knee over the ankle. Shift your hips forward. Normally, the left hip opens. Try to send the left hip in line with the right. If you have any issues with that, heel toe the right foot to the right or even shorten your stance. Straight left leg, pinky side of the foot presses down. Once your hips are squared, tuck the belly in, reach the arms overhead. If you want a little bit more, reach up, up, up with the spine. As you exhale, little back bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, Warrior Two, lengthen your stance, parallel your back foot to the short edge of the mat. Energetically press your right heel down and track your right knee over your right toes, palms down as wide as your legs, your hands are. And then notice if you're shifting forward or back, try to stack the shoulders over the hips. Elbows squeeze together, fingers reach apart, gaze over your front fingers. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, modified side angle. Right forearm to your right thigh, left arm to the sky. Set yourself up here. If you notice a contraction in your right side body, like a rounding and dumping, lengthen your stance, bend deeper into the right knee. If this feels good and you have more to explore, reach your right fingertips to the mat, or perhaps send the left arm overhead. Take a deep inhale. Stay for the exhale. Beautiful. Skandasana to the back of your mat. Stay low in the hips, low lunge. Opportunity to take a side lateral lunge with hips a little bit higher, but if can, drop the hips down. Take your left hand past the left knee. Use the tricep to open that leg up a little more. Reach the right arm to the sky. If you want a little bit more opening across the pecs, turn the right thumb away from you towards the top of the mat. Bend into the elbow. Again, reach for that invisible left front side pocket. Gaze at your front right toes and stay low. On your inhale, transition to the top of your mat, twisted lunge. Left hand down or right arm to the sky. You're welcome to stay right here. Or press into the left hand, Vashisthasana side plank. Options, you can drop the bottom knee. You can stagger the legs, you can stack the legs. If you're feeling spicy, lift the right leg to hover, reach the right arm overhead, and lift the hips a little higher. If you're with me here, bend your right knee, drop your right toes behind you halfway up your mat, and then lower to your hips so you're facing the back of your mat, back of your space. You'll probably come off of the mat, that's fine. Inhale, lift the left shoulder high. Exhale, squeeze it together and down your back so you're puffing up your chest. Keep that heart open. Reach your right fingertips forward. Send your right fingertips back to the top of the mat as you press into the left pinky side of your foot. Lift your hips. Flip dog. Breathe in. As you exhale, look down at your mat, right hand down, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Option to go right to down dog by dropping the right leg, or shift forward to high plank with the right leg lifted, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Set up for warrior one on this side. Drop the right foot down. Hands come to your hips. Rise up on an inhale. Settle in as you exhale. Honoring the difference between right and left sides. This might be a bit more open. It might be a little tighter. Rather than labeling it, just notice it. Take any modifications needed. Perhaps walking your left foot to the left. Perhaps shortening your stance. Bend the knee so that the knee is tracked over the front left ankle. And then press the right pinky side of your foot down. Once you have your lower half set up, inhale, reach your arms overhead. Continue to send the left hip slightly back, right hip forward to square off the hips. Option to grow another inch taller and invite in a back bend. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, stack your spine. Exhale, warrior two. Widen the stance. And again, this first round's all about checking your form. Stacking your shoulders over the hips. Bend deep into that front left knee till you feel the left booty activate. If you're not feeling activation in the left glutes, press the left heel down. Right edge of your foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. Press the pinky side of that foot down. Widen your wingspan, and then notice if you shift forward or back. Try to square your shoulders over hips. Fingertips reach apart, shoulders squeeze together, gaze over your left fingers. Keep the activation in your legs. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale,
side angle. So with your left forearm on your left leg, maybe this is where you stay. If you want a bit more space, bend deeper into the left knee, especially if it came out when you were settling into the pose. You can reach your left fingertips to the earth, swing your right fingertips overhead. Think of a nice long line from your right fingertips to your right pinky toe. Think of lengthening the left side body. Breathe in. As you exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Straighten your left leg, drop into your right hip and knee. Hands can be on the earth, hands can come to prayer position. Or my favorite, take your right fingertips just past the right knee. Use your right tricep to press into the right inner knee so you can guide it open. And then reach the left arm high. Press the left heel down and imagine you have gum you're trying to scrape off. Energetically, isometrically pull your left heel towards the right without it moving. That will just fire up your inner thigh a bit more. Turn your left thumb away from you, bend at the elbow, half bind. Lean back, open the pecs on the left side. Now stay low, gaze at your front left foot. As you inhale, reach the arm high, left arm high. Exhale, shift to the top of your mat. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. Now I always think of my yoga classes as a bus ride. You can stay here. This can be your exit. This can be your stop for today. Perhaps you come into Vashisthasana side plank. Many stops here. You can drop the bottom knee. You can lift the top leg if that feels good. You can stagger your legs, or you can stack left on top of right. If you're feeling it, let the left leg hover, reach the left arm overhead. Lift the hips, bend the left knee, step it halfway up your mat. Drop to your hips, you're gazing at the back of your space. Use this time to lift the right shoulder up, send it back behind you, and then squeeze it down. That will puff up the chest. Kind of look like a pigeon here, right? Send your left fingertips forward, press into the pinky side of the right foot. Inhale, trace the horizon with the left hand, lift the hips. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Gaze down at your mat. Inhale, places the left hand down, left leg to the sky. Option to go right to down dog by placing the left leg down, or keep the left leg lifted. Shift forward to high plank, Ekapada Chaturanga, one-legged high to low push-up. We hold the heart opener. Exhale, down dog. We're gonna take that flow 2 more times on each side. But now we're gonna start to link it, moving to our breath. Use your inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step the right leg between your hands. Set up for Virabhadrasana A, Warrior One. Inhale, rise up. Let your inhale last 4 seconds. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, side angle of your choice. Inhale, reach the top left arm overhead. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Inhale, make your expression. Stay for the exhale. Gaze at your right toes. Inhale, shift forward. Left hand down or right arm to the sky. We're here for 3 breaths. You can stay. You can take Vashisthasana. You can take flip dog prep. And finally, you can take that flip dog variation. One more inhale. As you exhale, gaze down, right hand to the mat, right leg to the sky. We meet in down dog in 3 breaths. You can either lower the leg straight down, there you're at, or shift forward, Ekapada Chaturanga, one-legged yogi push-up. We meet in down dog. Deep inhale when you arrive. Take an open mouth exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, Warrior One. Breathe in. Exhale, Warrior Two. Let it go. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reach the right fingertips forward. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, take your expression. Stay for the exhale. Look at your left toes. Inhale, shift forward. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. 3 breaths, either stay. Take Vashisthasana. Take flip dog prep. Or take flip dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, gaze down. Left hand down, left leg to the sky. We meet in down dog. You know your choices. When you get to down dog, take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Final round, adding on just a little bit. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale, knee to nose, pulse it in for 4. 3, step it through in 2. Step the right foot through. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reach the left arm overhead. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Shift forward, twisted lunge, Pavarita Anjaneyasana. Option for Skandasana. Side plank. Option for flip dog prep. Option to flip the dog. Not Skandasana, it was Vashisthasana. Come back to 3-legged duck. Optional, go right to down dog or take your Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale, knee to nose, pulse it in for 4. 3, we step it through in 2. Step that foot through, inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, right arm overhead. Exhale, Skandasana. Get right into it, friends. Inhale, shift forward, twisted lunge. Exhale, Vashisthasana. Maybe you flip your dog, or maybe you stay in Vashisthasana, yogi's choice. Gaze down. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Maybe today you stop here, hang out in down dog. Otherwise, shift forward, high plank, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift forward to a high plank. Drop your knees, child's pose, hips towards your heels. Flip your palms to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And an open mouth exhale. Hands down, inhale, shift forward, getting a little rain on us. Come all the way down to your belly. I'm gonna pivot to face you. Take your hands as wide as your mat. Come onto your fingertips. As you inhale, intimidating cobra. Press your pelvis down. Press the shoelace side of your feet down. Broaden your chest. Imagine you're sending your heart forward and up. Maybe you gaze up. As you exhale, drop the left shoulder, look underneath the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, come up. We'll do one more each side. Exhale, drop the left shoulder, look at the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop the right shoulder, look under the left. Inhale, intimidating cobra. Exhale, lower down. Hands frame your midrib, zip up your legs. Inhale, cobra. Squeeze the elbows in, lift the chin, lift the heart, look up. Always look where you want to go, never look down on yourself. Look up. Breathe, come a little bit higher. You're here for 3, 2. Tabletop, press on it. 1 round of lateral cow cat. Go from one side to the other. Come through neutral, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Hips go up. Wag your tail, take any movements you need. When you're ready, inhale, lifts the right leg to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot outside the right pinky. Hang up here. Back knee is lifted for this first part. Take circles in one direction. This runner's lunge pose opens the hip extensor on the left side. Gets into the piriformis on the right. Switch directions. And then find stillness here. Maybe you drop to the back knee, untuck the back left toes. You can stay on your fingertips or palms. 2 other offerings this pose gives to us. You can crawl down to your forearms for a deeper hip opener on the front right side. Or if you want to add in the quad stretch on the back left, keep your left hand on the earth. Inhale, reach the right arm high. Bend into the back left foot and reach back for the pinky side of the left foot. If you get that connection, hold on tight. You can either stay here, kick the foot away from you to open the pec on the right side, or if you want to add on a little bit more intensity, come to your left forearm. This pose is called Twisted Monkey. Gets your left quads, your left hip flexor and extensor. If you're active and you press your right heel down, you get into the right booty and hip. Take another full breath in. Full breath out. Gently release the left foot if you took it without slingshotting it. Both hands down, bring your torso upright. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Sway forward and back a couple of times. Get enough momentum to step the left foot up to meet the right. Sink your hips down, Malasana Yogi Squat. Sway from side to side. Now, if you have the space and your hips are pretty low, take your triceps to your inner thigh or knee. Hands will come in prayer position. As you lower the hands down, you parallel the forearms and you open the hips. It's like your own adjustment. Try to have a proud chest. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hands down. Left foot stays where it is. Send the right leg back. Stay on the right toes. Right knee is lifted. Hands can come down, or you can stay on fingertips. Make some small circles of the hip. Reverse direction of your circle. And then hang out here. So again, there's so many ways to showcase a posture to get to your depth. Sometimes the ones that look the simplest are actually the most challenging. So keep that in mind so that you're not letting your ego get in the way and like, oh, I got to get to that last option. That's not always the most challenging. But there are many layers. So from here, you might choose to drop down to the right knee, hang out here. You might choose to stay on your hands. You might come down to your forearms. And just be mindful too that if you're super flexible, you don't want to overexert yourself. So let's make this active in all your poses. Press the left heel down to engage the booty. There is such a thing as overstretching. So we keep some active stretches in our practice. If you want a different sensation or to get into the quads, reach the left arm high, bend the back right knee, grab for the pinky side of the foot. Kick the foot away, and as you do, you might notice that your left shoulder rolls back, stretches the pec the more you kick that right leg away from you. This pose might be a great spot for you. It might feel really good. Or you might want to intensify the quad stretch on the right and the hip opener on the left. And if that's where you're at today, come down to your right forearm. And then pull the right heel to your booty, if that's where you're going. Only go to your level where it feels good and not painful. Take 2 breaths here. When you're ready to come out of it, let go of the right leg without slingshotting it. Left arm reaches high and then comes down to your mat. Hands to the earth. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, left leg to the sky. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels, gaze between your hands. Step 5 to 10 steps to the top of your mat. When you arrive, inhale, half lift, lift the heels. Exhale, tuck and curl. Hands can remain down or grab in front of your shins. Make yourself the tiniest little ball. Squeeze yourself in tight. Drop your gaze if you can. Use this as a shoulder stretch. The more you hug your legs in, the more space you'll get between the scapula, the rhomboids. The serratus anterior. Take whatever you need, squeeze as tight as you can. And then as you inhale, stack the spine, reach the arms forward, widen the knees a bit. As gracefully as can, come into Navasana boat pose. Okay, 3 opportunities to express yourself here. You can keep your heels down, knees bent. Think of a string coming out of your heart lifting you up, but then lean back till your core is engaged. Arms can be forward or down by your thighs, holding them in. This is layer 1. So whether your hands are connected to your legs or forward, layer 1. Layer 2 lifts the heels with bent knees. Flaunt your feet, so make your toes spread out wide and press through your toe mounds. That will keep active legs. Just makes it a little bit more challenging. Layer 3, straighten your legs. And then any degree here works. The higher your legs are, the easier it seems to be to balance. The lower you are, the more core strength, especially your transverse abs, your lower and deep-rooted abs. Spread the toes well, puff up the heart. You're here for 4, 3, to your back in 2, to your back, legs up the wall. Flex your feet now. Reach your arms overhead, rope climber as we go right, left, right, left. Try to tap your big toe. Try to keep your shoulders off the mat. Press your belly to your spine. 4, 3, arms by your side in 2, arms by your side, head down. Grab your mat, send your legs down 1/3, hold, 2/3, hold. Hover them, pitter patter your legs, flutter them up and down. Press your belly to your spine, continue to breathe. You're here for 4, 3, 2, legs up the wall. Flex your feet, lower 1/3, lower 2/3. Bring it to hover. Crisscross your legs one in front of the other. Now let's take this on a ride. Bring the crisscross up to the sky. Bring it back down. Bring it up. And down. 2 more times. Bring it up. And down. Final one. Bring it up. Bring it down to hover. 4, 3, legs up the wall in 2, legs up the wall. This time slide your hands underneath your low back, under your sacrum. Lower 1/3, 2/3, hover it, lift your head if can. In cursive, spell Studio Santosha, uppercase S. Then you can choose if you want the rest to be uppercase or lowercase. Studio Santosha. Don't forget to cross the T, dot the I, and I'm a first grade teacher. If you don't know how to spell it, do your best sound spelling. Hold a low boat when you finish. You are so strong. Grateful for a body that lets you do this. Low boat when you're done, arms and legs overhead. Fingertips behind your head. Reverse tabletop your legs, basic crunch. We go up, down, for 4. Yogi bicycles in 3. You got 2. Yogi bicycles, we go right, left, left. For 4. Stay to the right in 3. You got 2. Stay to the right, steeple your grip, pulse it up for 8. To the left. Full body stretch, let it go. Roll out the wrists, point and flex the feet. Breathe in. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Take an inhale through the nose. As you exhale, place the left foot down, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. You're in a figure 4 shape. If you look at your legs, it's an upside down figure 4. Now, 2 options. You can stay with your left foot down and take your right hand to your right inner thigh to guide it open. Or if you want a deeper sensation in the hips, lift the left leg, grab between and under. So right hand goes between that figure 4 shape, and you grab the hamstrings, interlace your fingers. And then you're in charge of how much you pull that knee in or how much you release the knee. Notice if you're tight and your shoulders and head are lifted, that's your body's way of asking you to pull back. Let the head be heavy. You are welcome to stay here as long as this feels good. If you want to add in a final twist on this side with the continued hip opening, tee out your arms, drop your left foot down, shimmy your hips an inch over to the right, and drop your legs over to the left. Then immediately use that left hand to grab the right foot. Make sure the right sole of foot's on the mat, the right knee's to the sky. You'll feel this in that dimple on your outer booty. So this is your piriformis. It also can connect to the QL, which is a muscle that wraps from your low back up and around your hip that can cause low back tightness. So enjoy this pose. If it feels good, it might be mildly sensational. Lean into it. Allow your right arm to fall out to the side. Gaze over your right fingertips. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, come through center, left foot down. Release the left hand to the right foot, and instead take the left hand to the left ankle. You might have to step that foot up and out. Then take your peace fingers of your right hand around your right big toe, half happy baby on the right. And the reason we're holding on to the left ankle is it helps ground the hips, gives you a little bit more wiggle room to get deeper into the right hip. One inhale. As you exhale, release the right foot to the earth. Left leg crosses up and over to the right. Figure 4 on the left. So either left hand goes into the left inner thigh to guide that knee away from you. Or if you're looking to dive in a little bit more to sensation, lift the right foot, grab behind the right hamstring, interlace your hands. Try to relax your shoulders as much as can. Have active flexed feet. And then you get to decide if you want to lean more to the right, to the left, find center, pulling the knee in or releasing it. This is your body. You take whatever you need. And you lovingly let go of whatever you don't. Next time you naturally breathe out, release the right foot down if you lifted it. Shimmy your hips to the left, tee out your arms, legs fall to the right. Then grab a hold of the left ankle with the right hand. Encourage the right leg to be heavy and encourage the left knee to point to the sky as you press the left foot down. Gaze over the left fingertips. Slowly come back through center, right foot on the mat. Maybe that right foot comes out to the right and closer to the booty. Right hand leaves your left ankle and goes to the right ankle. Left hand, peace fingers around the left big toe, half happy baby. This is just a way I found doing a variation of happy baby that feels good. If there's another way of expressing it, if you ever take my classes in person, you know that I always welcome you to express the pose in the way that feels best in your body. Gone are the days where all yoga needs to look exactly the same. All of our bodies look different. We are different. We're different heights, weights. We've been through different things that can cause more openness or tightness, different injuries. So you always take care of yourself. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give both knees a kiss. Exhale, Shavasana. Let it go. Take up space. Palms up to the sky to receive energy, or palms down if you need to ground. Let the back of your head be heavy. Soften into the eyebrows. Relax the jaw. Shimmy the shoulders under your heart. Let go of holding in your belly as you shimmy your hips. Let it go. Shavasana, or corpse pose, is the ending, the death of the old self. You've worked hard physically. You've used your pranayama, your breath, to carry you through this practice. And this pose is the culminating pose of all yoga practices, all asanas. It's where everything settles at a cellular level. Just be. You are welcome to stay here as long as this feels good. If you're ready to move on, start by taking a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. If you left the four corners of your mat or the room, come back into the physical body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. A gentle sway of your head from left to right. Next time you naturally breathe in, take a full body stretch like you were just waking up. And as you exhale, roll to your right side in the fetal posture. Let your bottom arm become your pillow. We leave corpse pose and we enter into the fetal posture to show us that after the death, there's always a new beginning. Press into your top hand. Find a comfortable seat, just as we started class. When you arrive, take your hands in prayer position, sit up tall, relax the shoulders. As we come back into our thought of gratitude, in Olelo Hawaii we say ha'a ha'a, gratitude and appreciation.
I invite you to take a deep breath in and recall once again that thing or things you are so grateful for. As you exhale, imagine you're sending love directly to that person, that place, that thing. Next, inhale, bring your thumb knuckles to your lips. This time I invite you, as you breathe in, to think of something someone said to you that filled you up, that brought you joy, that maybe pulled you out of a dark day. As you exhale, imagine you are sending some love to that person. Finally, thumb knuckles come to the first eye center, the space in between your eyebrows. As you breathe in, think of something in your life that you do, something within you that you are grateful for. Maybe it's perseverance, maybe it's grit, maybe it's your humor. As you exhale, bow inward to yourself as we say, Namaste. Thank you so much, friends, for being here. I hope you have a